Hello friends, I am Aditya and you are watching German class. This is the first video of B1 level. If you are in B1 level, so this is the first video I will make step by step, chapter by chapter from the Netzwerk book, all the videos from all the chapters, important grammar points, and we'll see how to improve the grammar and learn the grammar part and with some new structure and vocabulary based on Netzwerk book. So if you have the book, open your book, and this is the first chapter, Gute Reise. I have my book here. So from the book I am reading the topics and I will teach you. So first chapter is Reise. What do you know about Reise? Gute Reise. Reise means journey, tour. So first we will see the mind map related to Reise, like Reise machen. What are the words that you can connect with this Reise machen or Reise unternehmen? Unternehmen also means to do. Reise machen. Okay, Reise machen, unternehmen, and then we have Reise planen. You can plan your journey, you can plan your tour. Reise planen and Reise haben, simple, to have the journey. Reise haben. What else? So you have to write here the vocabulary, important and suitable verbs with Reise. Reise machen, ich mache Reise, ich unternehme eine Reise, ich plane eine Reise. Oder Reise, ich habe eine Reise. So these are few verbs. These are verbs and this is noun. This is noun and these are all verbs. This is called verbs. So we have verb plus noun combination. So this I always say, if you want to improve the language skills, you must know verb and noun combination. So this way we can write sentence like ich mache eine Reise. Ich mache eine Reise. Okay. Ich mache eine Reise mit meiner Familie, with my family. So this is the way you can write sentences. Okay. So this is our mind map related to Reise. This is our first topic in the first chapter. Okay, Gute Reise means happy journey. Now I erase this and now we move on to the next topic, which is different type of Reisender, different types of holiday maker. We will see that how many types of holiday maker we have. We will see. So first I will erase this stuff and then we move on to the next topic, which is a different types of holiday maker. So it is all given in the book. If you have the book, you can note down. Okay, you can note down in the book, or you can make some extra notes. I always say make your own notes. So next thing is Urlaubstube. Der Urlaubstube. Urlaubstube means what kind of holiday maker you are. Urlaubstube. Okay, like spontan, gut geplant, gern zu Hause. Means some people plan very spontaneously, like they want to go on Sunday, so they plan on Saturday. Okay, we'll go on holiday tomorrow. This is spontan. This is called spontan. Some people plan well, gut geplant. Gut geplant means like you plan everything very perfectly. Like you are traveling next week, so you will plan a day before, 1 week before. So gut geplant. So ich bin ein Urlaubstube. Ich bin gut geplant Tube. That means I plan everything accordingly. I plan everything beforehand, not on the spot. Because this is considered the best tube, gut geplant. Now at the end you will tell me in the comment box which type of like holiday maker you are, Urlaub, okay, Urlauber or Reisender. Next is gerne zu Hause oder immer gleich. Another tube is gerne zu Hause. Gerne zu Hause means people who love to be at home. They do not want to go anywhere, they just want to stay at home. Sie möchten zu Hause bleiben. Sie möchten nirgend wohin gehen. Sie möchten gerne lieber zu Hause bleiben und Zeit mit der Familie verbringen. They want to stay at home and want to spend time with the family. They do not want to go anywhere. So this is called gerne zu Hause. Another tip is immer gleich. Immer gleich means always same. Means those Reisender, those holidaymaker who wants to go in the same place. You must have seen people, they always travel to the same place like Shimla, like Mussoorie, like Chennai, Nainital, Sikkim, Guwahati. They always travel the same place because they feel comfortable. Sie fühlen sich gemütlich. Sie fühlen sich zu Hause. They feel at home. There is a structure to feel at home in English, means to feel comfortable. So they feel comfortable in traveling to the same place. So these are the 4 types tube. Now you have to tell me which tube you are, what type of holiday maker you are. Möchten Sie Ihre Reise gut geplant haben oder möchten Sie gern zu Hause bleiben oder fahren Sie immer den gleichen Ort, okay? Besuchen Sie den gleichen Ort oder sind Sie spontan? You always plan very spontaneously, on the spot you plan your travel. So these are 4 different types we have discussed Urlaubstypen. This is our second topic in this first chapter. I hope you understand this chapter. Please write your comment in the feedback or any other thing that you face problem in this first chapter. I will discuss in the next video definitely. Now we'll move on to the next grammar topic or our first grammar topic in this chapter, that is zu plus infinitive. That is called zu plus infinitive. It is very important topic, zu plus infinitive. Now this is our first grammar topic, zu plus infinitive, means after zu you will write infinitive. Zu plus infinitive. This is our first grammar topic. How do we make zu plus infinitive? Means after zu you have to write a verb. So there are different structures. We make this structure with the help of verb, with the help of adjective and with the help of noun. So we'll discuss all 3 points here. So stay tuned till the end because this is the first chapter of NetSwert B1 book. So I am taking your class, regular class, chapter wise class, topic wise. So we are doing zu plus infinitive now, means after zu you will write verb. So what kind of structures we have? Like first we'll see with the verb. Suppose ich rate dir, I advise you. Ich rate dir, and then we complete. Second we'll say ich versuche, I try. Third we'll say ich habe vor, means I plan. Vorhaben means to plan. We complete this sentence. So first ich rate dir means I advise you, ich rate dir nach Sikkim zu fahren. I advise you to travel to Sikkim. So in this sentence you will say zu plus verb. This is our structure. After zu I have written the verb fahren. I advise you to travel to Sikkim. Ich rate dir. Raten is the verb. You will not use this verb without zu. You cannot actually. If in English I explain you, I advise you to travel to Sikkim. This to must be here. So that is zu. Second sentence, ich versuche, I try. Like I try to learn German. So to again, ich versuche Deutsch zu lernen. Deutsch zu lernen. So here again zu, you can see zu plus verb. So this is ich versuche Deutsch zu lernen. Or ich versuche Grammatik zu wiederholen. I try to revise the grammar. So this is again zu plus verb. Third sentence, ich habe vor means I have planned. Ich habe vor eine Reise zu machen. I have planned to do a tour, to do a journey. Eine Reise zu machen. So this is again ich habe vor. I have plan. Ich habe vor, eine Reise zu machen. So this is again the structure. These are all with the verb. This is all with the verb. Ich habe vor. So now we'll see with the adjective and then with the noun. So these are different categories here. I am telling you how can you learn according to the different categories. Now we'll see with the verb. Some examples I will give you with the verb as well as with the adjective. So first we'll see with the adjective. Like with adjective, like es ist gut, es ist gut, or es ist toll, or es ist super. Then we complete es ist toll, Deutsch zu lernen. It is great to learn German. Or we can say es ist toll, es ist toll, Auto zu fahren. It is great to drive car. Or es ist toll, eine Reise zu machen. So you can see here, this is our adjective and this is our zu plus infinitive. Zu fahren, zu lernen, zu machen. This is called zu plus infinitive with adjective. So this is our second point. You will use adjective. Es ist gut, es ist toll, es ist schön, es ist wunderbar. All these words you can use and complete the sentence with zu plus verb. After that we have with noun. With noun. So how do we make sentence with noun? We'll see now with the help of few examples. So that is our third important component. That is our third important component. This is with noun. Zu plus infinitive with noun. Like haben Sie Lust means do you have desire? Haben Sie Lust? Haben or hast du Lust? Or hast du Zeit? Do you have time? Hast du Zeit ins Kino zu gehen? To go to cinema? Or to fahren? Or hast du Lust Fußball zu spielen? Do you have time to play football? Or hast du Lust mit mir zu lernen? To learn with me? Okay. Or hast du Lust eine Reise zu machen? Do you have desire to do a journey, to plan a tour? So this is called noun. Hast du Lust, hast du Zeit. And here you will see zu plus verb. Zu plus verb. This is called zu plus verb or infinitive. This is our third component. So we have seen zu plus infinitive with all three components. I hope you liked the video. Please write your feedback in the comment box, and if there is any difficulty in the first chapter of B1 book Netzwerk, we'll see that I will teach you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.